Well, we arrived in Rome nice and early, and as you can see, massive smile on my face. Our journey to the hotel was nice. Got to see some of the sights as we drove past. There's the Colosseum. Can't wait to see that. And I did forget to take some photos of our hotel during the day, but this is it at night. The Building Hotel, it was called. Very unusual name, but it was a very beautiful place. And here is a video of the suite that we were given. Had no idea we were going to be given the top suite in the hotel, only room on level 5, and boy was it a suite. So came up the stairs, private stairs, and there we have a jacuzzi. I mean, who'd have thought it, a jacuzzi? Didn't even expect this. And over the top of there is, you can see the bed. Came with our own bathrobes, which we'll have a look at in a moment, and down the steps to the bedroom area. Nice bedroom area. Has obviously a TV on the wall, a little window to the side. Didn't actually have the best lighting in here for this video, but you can kind of see enough. We'll pop back into the bathroom in a mo to have a proper look, but just couldn't get over this suite that we'd been upgraded to. Not sure why we were upgraded, but was very happy that we had been. Lovely shower in there. Obviously didn't need a bath because we had the jacuzzi in the room. Really big shower area actually, with a nice waterfall as well as a shower head in there. Lots of complimentary stuff, even toothbrush kind of kits, and then you had all these kind of added bonuses of shampoos, shower gels, and body lotions, and you can see the soaps as well. I had 3 little soaps. Of course, we were there for 3 nights, so they gave us 3 lots of everything: 3 toothbrush sets, 3 soaps, and 3 sets of different lotions and potions. Also came with a couple of cups, as well as a couple of kits. One was a shower gel, one was a nail care shower cap, sorry, as well as a nail care set. Honestly, we were just overwhelmed. The shower, like I said, it was a really good size as well. But then obviously we were also given these sets as well for just having the jacuzzi. And as you can see, these ones came with 2 different soaps, some bath gels, and some obviously soaps and things like that, and 2 bathrobes, which were very kind of thick actually, nice and thick bathrobes. They weren't cheap, flimsy ones. I'm not sure if you saw on the bed as well, we got given some slippers, and they weren't the best quality, but it was a sweet touch. And then obviously down below you can see a full stocked fridge, which I couldn't see it straight away, but there was also some goodies in there as well, chocolates and things like that. And this is the piece de resistance, because this is amazing. You came up through this small doorway onto our own private staircase, external staircase outside. You came up to this veranda terrace area, which was fully fenced for safety, had its own seating area and lovely flower bedding areas all around the edge. This gave us a 360-degree panoramic, complete view of Rome and beyond. It was absolutely stunning. I was just overwhelmed. I couldn't get over the fact that we had this to ourselves and this was ours. And I definitely planned to have a sunset and a sunrise experience on this terrace. It was stunning. We could see the mountains, we could see Rome, we could see the various different cathedrals. It was just amazing and so unexpected. We just could not believe our eyes that we were given this suite. And the only thing we can think of was that, Jade, my daughter, said that it was my birthday. When she booked the room, there was a question: is there any special occasions? And she had put that it was my birthday. So whether this was the reason, we're not sure. It was a four-star hotel. You're going to see some pictures of the rest of the hotel very shortly. So it was a very, very nice hotel, generally with four floors, although we had the only fifth floor suite. And looking over the building that we were in, the hotel we were in, it appeared that we were the only suite with a roof terrace. We were the highest point of the hotel, and actually one of the highest points in Rome by the look of it. We were certainly up there with the tall buildings. It was just stunning. It was absolute. We just couldn't believe it. We were so overjoyed that we had this terrace to ourselves. I mean, just the window from the suite itself, the view was lovely. But to have this was an extra special treat. Just to see there, you can see some of the excavated original Roman buildings. There you go. There's the suite we had on the terrace. But later found out that the whole of Rome sits on an undiscovered site of Roman buildings that they haven't even touched the surface of literally yet. They can't even build the metro, the third line of the metro, because they were saying that until they get the proper technology, there's just too many excavation ruins and buildings that are yet to be discovered in Rome. So yeah, there's still far more history to uncover yet in Rome. But that was the view from the window, as you can see. There was an extra spare bed, but my daughter and I didn't mind sharing the big bed. It was huge. But yeah, we were certainly overjoyed with this suite. It was stunning, and we just were so excited that we got this terrace. But the bathroom as well. The bathroom was lovely. Bidet, toilet, sink, very large shower, had a beautiful glass door. I don't know if I'd point it out in this, but it really was a really lovely, lovely bathroom. And it was all very upmarket electrical switches as well. It was all very clever touch switches everywhere that you could control from beside the bed, the whole suite. So it was very modernized, very up to date, very nice. Marble sink and a hairdryer obviously attached. Everything you needed, really. Plenty of towels, floor towels, every single thing that you could need was in this. There you go, there's the glass door. And yeah, plenty more towels, as you can see, rolled up on the bidet. So there was nothing we needed. But yeah, we were certainly jumping for joy over over this beautiful room. Very happy. When we got there, the weather was lovely. There was obviously a few clouds in the sky, but this was still the morning as well, and they already had our suite ready for us. As you can see, the slippers were on the bed there that I mentioned earlier as well. And there was spare bedding if we needed it. Very nice. And the room was cleaned and the beds made every morning we were there. So there was nothing we needed in this room at all. And the weather was beautiful. We couldn't wait to get out and discover and explore Rome. It was still in the morning, like I said. They were able to give us our suite very quickly. And this was the bottom rooms. This was a function room, bar area at the end, had beautiful stained windows, which I had to take some pictures of. They did a few functions in there, but this is up the top of that room, and there I am looking down. This was at the top, and to the right you had this beautiful veranda, which was closed off in the evenings with the doors, the glass doors, but during the day it was opened up to these external verandas. There's one over there, and then downstairs on the ground floor there was an outdoor pool as well, which was very lovely. In the evening, like I said, we had dinner in the the restaurant room with the veranda, where the veranda was, with the doors closed. Very lovely food. And outside, although we had to get on a metro to get into the town, it was a 4 minute walk. Night times we felt safe. There were policing everywhere. So we did feel safe in Rome. There is a lot of pickpockets, and you have to be really careful on the metro because it is rife there. There you go. There's the sunrise that I caught. Uh, Six. I can't remember. It was six something in the morning, and the sun was coming up, and this was me on the terrace at the top, catching the sunrise. It was a bit annoying because there was a few clouds, but all all in all, it was a beautiful, clear morning. As you can see, as I pan around, those skies were just gorgeous. Blue skies, and we knew it was going to be a lovely day. We were due to go to Pompeii this day, so we had to get up early anyway and catch the metro to one of the squares where we were going to catch a coach to Pompeii and Sorrento. So a gorgeous morning, gorgeous way to start the day on your own terrace, catching the sunrise. Beautiful. And of course, an Italian coffee to start the day. And then here I'm just taking a video of the spa that was down the lower ground floor of the hotel. This really doesn't catch the essence, the energy of this room, but it was very, very tranquil, very beautiful smelling, just lovely. This was an energy room and infrared room, and then you had the beautiful jacuzzi pool. You had several treatment rooms, all of which were laid out a little bit differently, where you can have numerous different types of treatments. Then you had this gorgeous steam room, sauna, and downstairs double showers as well. It was just smelt divine. It was just beautiful down here, and just being down here was almost like therapy. That was the steam room. I didn't want to open the door because let all the steam out, but that was the steam room, and then that was the sauna. So yeah, daughter and I were a bit gutted really. We didn't really have the time to use the spa because we were so busy with visiting everywhere, which I'll do another video of my visits everywhere. But this was one of the treatment rooms, huge like mattressy thing for a different type of spa treatment, and then you had the beds for massages, all different bright colours. Very, very lovely, very authentic, very Roman looking with the bricks and the arches. So yeah, all in all, a fantastic hotel. I would 100% rate it. Really, really top marks. Extremely beautiful in its decor. It's marble and arches and stained windows and glass dining rooms, and the spa. I mean, it was just an indulgent, beautiful hotel. Like I said, we did have to jump on the metro to get into town, but the metro cost €1.50 each way, so it was €3 a day for travel, which was absolutely brilliant, I thought, considering it was a bustling, busy, touristy city. It was very, very safe, other than you've got to be careful of pickpockets. At one point, my daughter was nearly pickpocketed, and the police were actually so on the ball that they pulled the pickpocket away from my daughter and sorted that one out. So yeah, you've got to be very, very careful. Try not to look too much like a tourist and have expensive bags with you. My daughter did have a designer bag, which I didn't think helped the situation. But the police were on it straight away, which was just amazing. The police are everywhere, so you do feel kind of safe anyway, but I would just say be mindful. It was a 4 minute walk to the metro, literally, from our hotel, and then that took us everywhere we needed to go in the city. So it was a fantastic hotel. I would definitely recommend it, even if you don't get the top suite, but if you can, try and ask for room 501, because it's definitely the suite to have with the rooftop terrace. So hope you enjoy your travels, and if you do get to Rome, check out the building hotel, because it's well worth staying at. If you can, like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you soon with another video shortly.